at 10:30. As you come with your family, your children will be with you. You can meet here in the chapel. You see how it's set up with the social distancing, or you can meet in the courtyard or in the Caldwell Den. And did you hear that I'm saying the church campus is opening? I'm not saying the church is opening, because the church has never closed. It's always been open. God's agenda has been advancing, yes, through live streaming, but it has continued. The gospel's gone out. There's been worship. There's been opportunity to give. I think what's been lacking is some of the fellowship, but even with life groups, we've been able to do that. Though it's been through Zoom, maybe not my favorite, but at least relationships have been able to continue on. But I'm excited about tomorrow. It's so excited about what we're going to have happen here. Now, I want to inform you that it's going to be a little bit different than what you expected. I see it as a major step ahead of being at home live streaming. However, if you're not ready to get back into public and mix it up, feel free to stay home. By all means, we will be live streaming. We have no end date on that. We're going to keep doing that for now. But when we gather back together, here's what's going to be different. As you pull up, we're going to ask you to maintain that 6-foot social distancing. We're going to ask you to wear a mask. We're going to have sanitation stations for you. We're going to take a temperature measurement of your forehead, non-contact, just to verify that you're not running a temperature. And as we gather here, we're only going to have about 50 to 60 people in the chapel. There's going to be about 40 people in the courtyard, 18 to 20 in the den, the Caldwell Den, and that's it. And then we're going to have repeat again at the 10:30. We're going to have a touchless service as well, which means if you are accustomed to reading the bulletin and taking notes, go online and print those out in advance so you have them with them. Bring them with you. If you love to follow along in the Bible, bring your own Bible. There will be none under the chairs. When it comes to offering time, we're not going to pass the baskets, or the bags rather. You can give online as you have been doing, thank you. Or there is going to be a few offering boxes mounted, locked offering boxes where you can drop your offering into. So there's going to be some differences, but here's what I'm looking forward to. I mean, in terms of speaking, being the pastor to give a sermon, whether it's me or Ron or whoever it is, we love the feedback. Even the nonverbal feedback, to look at your eyes and to see, are we engaging with you? Are you getting this? Is your head nodding in the right direction? We also, in terms of worship, I mean, we've been worshiping online, but it's different when you're in your own home and it's just you, or you and a spouse, or you and a spouse and a couple kids singing, versus singing corporately, where there's voices to your left and to your right and behind you and in front of you. There's that volume, and so I think we get to experience that as well. In terms of fellowship, yeah, we're not going to be able to do much of that because we're not allowed to. We have to maintain that social distancing. But even from 6 feet away, we can talk and have conversations. So looking forward to that. But anyhow, tomorrow is going to be a great day. It's a step in the right direction. It's a step toward being able to fulfill all the one another commands in the New Testament. The commands to love one another, to encourage one another, to instruct one another, teach one another, pray for one another, and on and on. And it's also a fulfillment of the command given to us in the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 24, which states, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." What day is that? It is the day of the Lord's return. And when He returns, it is my prayer that He will find you and me faithful. Faithful in worship, faithful in gathering, faithful to this instruction in Hebrews. God bless you. And man, it feels good to be able to say, I will see you, or most of you, many of you, tomorrow. God bless.